Is GEN Korean BBQ House better than its non-chain Korean barbecue competitors? The Galbi marinated meat is a beautiful concoction that always delivers, but breathing in smoke from poor ventilation made my life flash before my eyes.
If you want amazing Hotteok and can't get enough of it, but you need a napkin to wipe up the goo and they just won't give it to you, what will you do?
The place has a sign that rightfully sticks it to vegetarians, but the amount of carcinogens I ingested today has me making sure I have my last will and testament sorted out. I go to restaurants specifically to avoid my own shortcomings as a chef. Is a Korean barbecue house that forces you to grill your own meats a massive knock against it, or a foolproof novelty that ensures maximum freshness? The second degree burns on my knuckle will answer that question imminently. This is the Fine Dining Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the podcast that uses Chili's, the absolute center on the restaurant quality spectrum, as the bar to determine if other restaurants are good or not good. By the end of this episode, we will answer the question everyone was wondering right before Lisa from Blackpink made her cameo in Anama's Coachella set. Is GEN Korean BBQ House better than Chili's? Today, we're going to tell you everything that was good, not good, and just there about our meal at GEN KBBQ before we give it a score at the end of the episode. And joining me today to discuss GEN Korean BBQ House is a comedian and musical improviser who you can see perform with his team Small Town Mayor at Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. He's the human equivalent of that feeling you get from watching the Gangnam Style music video for the first time. It's Jon Durnell.
Whoop! Hello! How's it going, everybody?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Are you hanging in there post big meal?
I'm actually doing pretty well. Like, I was concerned I'd have like the meat sweats and you just like see me pouring and dripping right now, but I did pretty good playing basketball last night so I could handle this meat that I had to intake.
Honestly, I feel like we left a lot of capacity unfilled.
We did, but that was just us being responsible, because like if I was just like sitting here like nodding off the whole podcast, that would have been ridiculous.
I want to limp out of there. I want to come back home and I want to be fighting my eyelids the entire time.
All right, well, that would have made maybe for a little better entertainment, you know.
No, it would not.
Be like, excuse me, Michael.
Putting a finger under my nostril. Is he still breathing?
I like to hold the mirror up so you can see the foggy.
The foggy, yeah.
As I've so often been around passed out people that I'm concerned
you have
dead.
A method. Well, this is what works best.
Right. Yeah.
I've had time to find out.
Right. Been in a lot of these scenarios after Korean barbecue.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, we ate at GEN Korean BBQ House today.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. We have a lot to talk about. So we're just going to dive in and only at the beginning talking about things that were good.
This is the good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking, a stick in the landing. This is the good, I knew that you could. This is the good.
The music, the ambiance there.
Yeah.
I noticed pretty early on it was a lot of MJ cooking, a lot of Michael Jackson, and
only Michael Jackson for a very long stretch.
For at least an hour or so. It was just constant Michael Jackson, and we were getting deep into the catalog.
Yeah.
You know, we were getting some of the duets, you know, which you don't usually get a lot of those. You know, a lot of times they're just like, just straight Michael Jackson. You know, we'll give you some Billie Jean. You know, we'll give you maybe like
we'll give you a thriller.
A thriller.
A Man in the Mirror.
Oh, definitely. I think that was the first one I like paid attention to. I was like, oh, yeah. Man in the Mirror. That's not one they usually play out in public, you know, like, at least not in a restaurant setting, you know, you're not making you question your mortality and like, what kind of person are you, you know, like usually there's like, enjoy and just know that Billie Jean is not your lover, you know, something like that, you know,
and then we got a baby come back.
Yeah, we did. So like, I think
we pivoted.
Yeah, somebody probably went in there and was like, maybe not all Michael Jackson. I mean, we can still keep the poppy theme, you know, but like, let's switch it up a little bit because I mean that slipped in there, and then there was another song there was like some Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, you know, we're not too far off from, you know, pop, you know, or anything like that.
We don't want you to feel uncomfortable from what we've already been programming you to expect.
Exactly. But maybe not so hard on the Michael Jackson.
Yeah. But it was enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
No one's out there being like Michael Jackson made bad music.
No. No.
No one.
That is not why he is brought up controversially.
No, it was not the music part.
Nor the dancing. The dancing. That was not brought up either. That was, well, maybe he did grab his crotch. I didn't grow up in the time.
Well, when he grabs his own crotch, it's fine. That's not the problem.
No. Well, some people, the Christian folks might not have liked him grabbing his own crotch. That might have been risque at that time.
Right.
I grew up with it, so I just was accustomed
to grabbing your crotch.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And to match you with that energy, the potato salad.
Yeah. No.
Was good.
That was a good salad.
It was one of the Banchan things. They had 5 items. They had kimchi, so pickled cabbage.
Right.
They had pickled radish.
Mm-hmm.
They had
pickles,
the spicy cucumber salad.
Right.
They had the potato salad, and they had the
pickled onions.
Mm-hmm. And the salad, the potato salad looked like a single ingredient thing. And the fact that it was literally a mixture of potato and a couple other things.
Yeah.
It was so smooth and fresh, and it had like a little sweetness.
And surprising. Like, again, I was not expecting what I saw from this just like mound of white that was just tossed into a bowl. I was like, it's just a mound of white, but it was quite good white.
It was, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10, which for like a little side, that's not bad.
Now, let's see what I might go a little high. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7.0. Because, like, again, it's not a main dish by any means, but it surprised me on how good it was.
Yeah.
And the fact that, again, I really wasn't sure what I was about to consume, but I was like, let's try it. That's what we're here for. I definitely have it ranked higher than the pickled onions or maybe the cucumber. But I'm a fan of the kimchi and radish stuff. Like
the potato salad and the radish were the only 2 that I had in the good.
Okay.
I want to talk about the fact that we got the premium menu.
Yes.
So you can go in and they have a lunch menu, a dinner menu, and then you can add $20 to either one and get premium options. And the premium options it's going to be all the good stuff, all the like marinade with like the marbling. And I am very happy about this decision.
Yes.
I think we made the right call.
Right. Yeah. Now, I don't know everyone's budget out there in the world, And, maybe go to Costco first so you can get a little discount. But the way to go is definitely the premium one, for sure. Like they had meats on there, which you were limited on how many you could even get of it. They're like, you only get 1 round of this.
Yeah.
So you better enjoy it while you can. We're not bringing this back.
But it's per person. So it's like if we really wanted it, we could have gotten 2 rounds of anything.
Correct. Yeah. But there was still a limit on the round. You know, like you couldn't have just made this your only meal for the night. Like you couldn't just be like, keep bringing back that skirt stick like over and over.
Bankrupt us.
Yeah. Don't Red Lobster us, man. Please.
It's like we're paying $53 a person.
Yeah. I should be allowed to bankrupt you.
I should be allowed to bankrupt you. At $53 a head. Yeah.
Give me the opportunity. Now, if I fail, that's on me, but you should give me the right to do so.
I deserve the chance.
Yes, that's true.
It's just a chance.
Yeah.
May not capitalize.
Right.
Now I'm just thinking 8 Mile in my head. Would you capture or let it slip?
Oh, I'm going to capture it. Especially that meat. Please. I'm not letting it slip on the floor.
I'm with you. All right. What's a good thing that you have?
The steak, the skirt steak.
Let's talk the skirt steak.
Yeah. My goodness. Was that
the premium skirt steak, by the way, is what it's called.
Let me throw on that premium. Premium skirt steak. The texture, amazing. The flavor, marinated just so well.
Tons of garlic. This thing had garlic cloves
galore.
Very liberally released.
We actually ordered an extra side of it. We didn't need that, but
we didn't touch that garlic. And I felt so bad about it because I love garlic.
Yeah, but it was not necessary because there was plenty already on it. Well, it was funny because in the picture, there was like none on it.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like you needed it for
off to the side.
Right. But then it came with it on it. So it's just like.
And it came with the premium menu anyways. So it's like I wasn't charged extra for it.
No, but it just. They should let you know it's going to come with it, so you don't need more. But whatever.
This slapped. That's all I wrote about it. I went 9.5 out of 10 on the skirt steak.
Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just give it a straight up 10. I have no shame in it.
Yeah.
That was so good. I mean, I can't even find a flaw in it. I can see why they're like, yeah, you get a limited amount of this. You will not bankrupt us. It was so good. It was probably my like top meat item for the day.
I had it tied as my top meat item.
There's others that are going to be very close, but that will be my top meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the other meat that I have is the Galbi.
Galbi was very good too.
I just love Galbi.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and her family make it all the time. I eat Galbi pretty regularly. There is straight up a Galbi marinade. Like it's like a specific flavor profile that like is stereotypically Galbi.
Okay.
And this had that. It's always good. I've never had bad Galbi. This was for Galbi good.
Right.
It wasn't like the best I've ever had, but because Galbi's bar is so high and it just is so good, I still went also 9.5 out of 10.
Got you. I'll probably give it a 9.5 too. I loved it. It was really good. It was, I mean, the texture on it was great, and even the flavors too. I guess the only thing I hate is that I couldn't get all of the meat.
Because of like the part that clings,
right? Yeah. I was like, it's there,
but it's tendon meat, and it's like the tough, chewy, and I don't enjoy that.
The flavors.
Fair.
I'm a flavor man.
Yeah, you're a flavor man.
I love them flavors.
Yeah.
And then I also really love the long bone.
This was such an interesting one. I've never seen this offered at Korean barbecue.
I haven't either.
They had the name on it was a little much. It's called the Premium Marinated Long Bone Short Rib Steak.
Yeah.
I thought the fattier pieces of it were so like melty and tender.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fat rendered perfectly. That was so good. That was like after you... All right. There was a portion of cooking this where like, you just throw the bone on the thing. It takes a long time. You're flipping it several times. You're watching, around the sides. And we then trim some of that, and I thought it was done. And then you grab the scissors a few minutes later and you're like,
Yeah.
And you're like cutting off layers of meat that were on this bone that I was like, oh, I didn't even see that was still there. Like it felt like a magic trick to me. You made meat appear in places I did not think that there were still meat.
Hey, I like to find extra meat.
And we cooked that, and it was like the fattier stuff, and it was so good.
It really was. Like I mean, that might get another 9.5 out of me too. It tasted again so good, and I was not expecting it from such a just like large chunk that you just like toss on the grill.
Yeah,
like you feel like some of it would be like lost in the fact that it's just like so much meat there, but that was not the case. It was not.
I went 8.5 out of 10 on this one, which still really liked it, but I think because there was such a notable differential for me between the fattier pieces and the non-fatty pieces that when I averaged them together, like the really good bites of this were incredible.
Right.
Some of the work that you had to do to get to those bites were less amazing, still very good.
Yeah.
But just less like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Oh, another one that I enjoyed was the Hotteok.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I love that Hotteok. And it was, I mean, first off, who doesn't like fried dough? I mean, donuts in general it's a great situation that we're in, if that's just even on the menu at all. But it had this like lovely like filling inside of it that wasn't like too aggressive, but it was nice and warm, and it was kind of like as if you were having like a jelly donut just like done better.
I wrote down what was in it. So this had, my note I wrote is, wow, I'd eat this daily. Insightful.
Yeah, I would too.
But they consider it a pancake. It's very much a donut in terms of how we know it.
Right.
But they call it a sweet pancake with brown sugar, cinnamon, peanuts, sunflower seeds, and then powdered sugar on the outside. Yeah, I gave this a 9 out of 10. I thought it was so good.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, we got 2 desserts. They only have 2.
Yeah.
And I ate the first one, and I also really enjoyed that. And
the mango one was really good too.
And it's one of those things where at a place, I don't know if a place like this, but like a chain in general, I never expect them to have like 2 killer desserts. There's usually one that's the popular one, and then one like that
we have the lava cake.
Yeah. and then just the one they have for people who are like, well, I just don't want that one.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's fine usually. So for both of them to be super consistent, but the other one here was they called it the Mango Tango Bite, which was mango sticky rice in a wonton, essentially. It tasted light in a way, whereas like it didn't feel like a dessert, yet solely on its taste profile, it was absolutely a dessert.
Right. And I think the lightness really helps in a situation where you've probably been just consuming meat for hours. So, it's probably good to have like a lighter dessert.
You don't need like a heavy a donut.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we did with the other one.
But I still loved my donut.
Your Hotteok.
Right. Give me all that Hotteok and the goo.
You could not stop.
Hotteok. Get it in my mouth.
In my mouth.
I want more Hotteok.
He wants it to shoot on its face.
Yeah, like I might start up a restaurant just with Hotteok in it. That's all it's it. Just come get Hotteok, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just have a guy on the front all musclied up and just a donut over his crotch. It's like, you know what I'm selling.
That's good.
But yeah, both those desserts, like I'd probably give the Hotteok, I mean, I'll give it a 9.5 only because they don't give you enough. And then because if they gave
we got one each.
That's just, it feels skimpy.
It felt skimpy.
If we each had 2, I'd maybe give it a 10. And then the mango, I'll drop it a little bit just because it was not as good to me.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I'm probably going to give it like an 8.5, maybe 8.2. Actually, 8.2 sounds better. That's a little more fair.
Yeah. Very scientific. Very honed in.
Well, it's like, I don't know if I can give you the 0.5, but I can give you the 0.2.
So then there was, I think the first meat we actually ate was the premium marbling center cut marinated short rib. And, you know, we already had the long bone short rib. We had the Galbi short rib, but this is the one we ate first. And because of the word premium, marbling, center cut, and marinated, I expected this to be incredible.
Right.
And I thought it was good.
It definitely was good.
But it was not reaching the heights of all the other stuff.
Yeah, we should have known that it didn't have next to it, you only get a certain number of these. Because I think it had the like unlimited. Like you could keep asking for that as much as you wanted to. And that should have been the telling tale for us right there.
What were the ones with the limits?
It was...
You know what? The menu is still in my internet, so I can look.
Let's see which one.
Oh, yeah. This one did have a limit.
Oh.
The premium marbling center cut marinated short rib was a limit of 2 per person.
So it has more of a limit.
And the skirt steak was limit 1 per person.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, it should have done better for the limit 2 then.
This one, they didn't need a limit.
No, I don't think so. I would limit the bone more, but I guess the bone's a lot of work, so they know you're not getting bone heavy.
Give me 6 bones.
Right. just put the bones around the outside.
Just assemble the actual pig in front of me.
Drop them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't give it that high as of a mark that I did for like the other ones. Like it's probably still like a 7.5. Like it's
I went
still
7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good cut of meat. Like it was tender. But like it didn't have the flavors that some of the other ones gave us.
The tenderness was the thing that kind of saved it for me. Is like I was able to like taste the fattier part of it. It just wasn't as flavorful. It had the right feel, but just it wasn't rich enough.
Maybe they just didn't marinate ours well enough. Maybe that's on them. And they should be ashamed. They should have known we were podcasting.
We wore headphones into the place.
I came in with a notebook. What do you think I was there to do?
By the way, the number of restaurants where I've gotten genuinely better service because they noticed a notebook is a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
So some of these are lies up here. Huh? It's a little skewed.
No, they know to get their shit together, you know? We got KFC.
We did get some chicken, those little chicken bites.
They called them Korean fried chicken. I believe this was the only chicken thing that we had while we were there.
Correct, yeah.
Because Korean fried chicken is absolutely a thing. Like you think like popcorn chicken, basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll try that. And it comes drizzled with they call it a sweet and sour. It's not sweet and sour, sweet and spicy sauce.
Spicy, yeah, because I was like, I think there was spice in it.
Yeah. The breading on it seemed super fresh and it didn't taste frozen, which is kind of the bar I have for chain restaurant chicken.
Right. And the sizes were so different that I don't think it could have been. You know, because they're like the bits and sizes were like, I think you actually cut up some chicken and made this because like the sizes were so far
inconsistent.
Off. Yeah. So
yeah, there were some pretty big ones. There were some that were just absolutely just like, that's a marble.
Right. Yeah.
Of chicken.
That's a little tiny nug. But yeah, I really like.
And the sauce was good.
The sauce was good. Like if you had a kid there with you that's like, I don't like that, I want chicken. Like they will love that. That is for sure. I mean, I'm a grown adult man and I enjoy that chicken. So
yeah, I went 7.5 on that chicken.
Yeah, I'd probably probably 7.5 is probably fair for it because like I want to go too high with it, but the sauce was good.
Yeah,
you know, so like 7.5 is that is a very fair score.
I think so.
Yeah. You've been doing this a lot.
Well, it's funny because like I'm trying to like calibrate us and I'm just straight up noticing that you're about 0.5 higher on everything. And then the first one we have the same number. You're like, wow, what a good score you gave.
I know. I was like, that's about right. That is about right. Because like, you know, like it is just at the end of the day, it is a chicken nugget, you know, like
the chicken nuggies are good.
They are good. They are good. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's the best chicken nugget I've ever had, but it was a good chicken nugget. So.
Not mad. It would be crazy if I was mad about a chicken. Yeah.
No more.
I have the beef bulgogi in the good, and I have the spicy pork bulgogi.
They were in the good. They were definitely in the good.
Yeah.
The bulgogi, both bulgogis were good. The spicy one for me, I've had better spicier because I've had more spice on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that there was anything wrong with the meat. I mean, it was still felt like good tender cuts. While cooked, you know, I think I got everything I needed from the actual, like, you know, pork itself. But when I want a spicy bulgogi, like I want to kind of sweat a little bit, you know? Like
you want that heat there.
Right. And I've gone to other, you know, down in Koreatown. I don't want to feel like I sound like the guy who gave it. Was it the 3-star review? It was like, go down to Koreatown. Or I think he was the 2-star.
He gave it the 2, but it was clearly a 3.
It was clearly a 3, but but he was like, you better go to Koreatown for the real deal. And it's like, in the case of that, yeah. But at the same time, I know this is a chain, and maybe you can't get too crazy with the spice at a chain restaurant, you know? Because
cowards.
I mean, yeah.
Cowards.
But I can kind of see why they would do what they do.
Yeah.
But, you know, because you don't want to be like, oh, my goodness, you know, we got to call the fire department.
Where someone breathing their tongue out of their face over there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
I wrote, I coughed the entire time this one cooked. Like the plate that this all cooks on
was charring up.
Mm-hmm. And that plus like a peppery seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving a lot in that smoke.
Yeah. That
was kind of making me cough. So I was like holding in or coughing the whole time that one cooked.
Plus that was at the end, like you've been through a lot of smoke at that point.
So charred. I smell like smoke. I can smell my hair and it smells so smoky.
What's funny is that I don't feel like I smell as smoky as I have at other Korean barbecue places down in Koreatown. Like some of them, like the vent is right above you, but like, let's just say it's not doing a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's just too smoky. You know?
This one, I gave it a 7. I tasted the seasoning and marinade almost exclusively. I didn't really get pork flavor. I couldn't tell what type of meat this was from the taste and texture. It was a good texture. It was very similar to the beef bulgogi in texture and delivery.
You know what, if you're saying it like, they were very similar, but I guess they are both bulgogis.
They are both bulgogi, which literally just means grilled meat.
Right.
So it's like, you know,
it served its purpose. It was grilled meat.
It was grilled meat.
But
like if someone had told me that this was accidentally spicy beef bulgogi, I'd have been like, because it was like identically textured.
Right. And I've had spicy beef bulgogi too, and it's usually very similar as far as like taste to a pork one, but like you can usually tell the difference between the two just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like when you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, there really wasn't a lot of difference between those two when we were eating them. As far as like, I didn't get as much pork as I would like, but I also didn't get as much spice as I'd like either. But I still liked what I had in my mouth. So.
Yeah, I like I said, I liked it enough. I went 7 out of 10 on that.
Yeah, I'd probably go 7, but I might go like 8.2 again for the beef.
So for the beef, I wrote probably the best bulgogi I've had, but out of circumstances, I've just never had incredible bulgogi before.
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, I've always been underwhelmed, and this time I was whelmed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think the best I've ever had was back when I was at that Korean church camp where they picked on me. But like that might have been like the best beef bulgogi I've ever had. Like it was just so good, and probably some of the best rice I've ever had. I mean, that's sticky. I mean, I don't think I've ever found such stickiness. Actually, no, there's one other place I've gone to. I think it's Grandma's Thai restaurant. They have a great sticky rice there.
Okay.
But like it's rare to find like just like some really good sticky rice, and they had great rice and bulgogi there at the camp. Even though I got picked on a lot, I still remember the food.
But you emerged from it knowing how to use chopsticks.
It's true.
So
it's true, because you sit there with a fork at camp and they give you shit. It's like I'm not Korean.
Yeah, I just didn't grow up with this. This is new to me.
Right?
Yeah. I went 7.5 on the standard beef bulgogi.
Okay.
And then the only other thing that I have in the good is that vegetarian sign. So, all right, you walk in and like there are probably a dozen warning signs.
There was at least
or
a dozen.
Policy signs.
Yeah.
Of like,
because some of them are like your standard ones that would be by a bar. Like, you know, if you consume alcohol while pregnant, that's probably not good for the baby.
Right.
You know, like the standard stuff. But like they just had them all in the front for you to see immediately, because I guess they didn't have the space around the bar to have the other ones up. I don't know.
But they all had GEN branding on it, which I find funny. But they were like, warning, CCTV cameras are in operation on this premises.
Mm-hmm.
Warning, drinking, birth defects, pregnancy, whatever.
Yeah.
Warning, we reserve the right to refuse service to anybody. No outside food or drink allowed. There are hot grills in this restaurant. Be careful. Discover not accepted.
Yeah, that one was funny.
No smoking.
Like
Restaurant for
to put up
customers
a
only.
warning sign that for like discoveries not accepted. It's just like, wow, that's a warning sign.
But the one that made me tickled the most, without exception, all guests who are seated at a table will be charged in full. Vegetarian guests included.
Right. Yeah.
And it just felt so targeted.
And it also felt like they've dealt with that in the past a lot, where someone was like, oh, I'm not eating. I'm just a vegetarian. I'm just here for the whatever. And they're like, yeah, you're here at a meat grilling place. You're eating the meat as far as we're concerned. Like,
right.
We're not going to sit here.
We're not going to babysit and make sure you're not. Therefore,
right.
You're charged.
Exactly.
It made me laugh. It felt petty. And I'll be honest, the pettiness could have been directed in any direction, and I would have been like, that's kind of funny to put on a sign, which maybe is, I shouldn't have that viewpoint, but like, it just made me laugh.
Oh, no. It was very, I enjoyed it as well, because it was very poignant. It was like, leave your vegetarian friends in the car. Like,
yeah,
like they're not coming in, you know, and if they are, they're getting charged full price, you know.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about everything now that was negative, everything that was not good.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
From an authenticity standpoint, the fact that they didn't have rice paper or wraps, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much I would have used them, but I would have wanted them. Like, I wanted them there.
Yeah. I always have them there. Occasionally, I might pick up one or two and wrap it up. They usually go to waste, but I want them there. I want the option to waste them.
I want the option to eat this in its most authentic form.
Right.
I guess.
Now, I didn't know about the lettuce one, because not a lot of places bring out the lettuce, because you had mentioned that earlier in the history, and I was like, lettuce.
Yeah, I'm used to rice paper being kind of the thing.
That's same with me, but we didn't get either, you know, and I'm a little upset.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Jen.
Yeah. That might be why they don't have more open in Korea. They know they should be ashamed.
That or they don't have it because they're like, we keep throwing it out. None of you idiots are using it. Yeah. All right. Hit me with your most profound negative.
I love shrimp, but the shrimp wasn't all that great. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it was fine-ish. The sauce was the best part of it, but, I shouldn't go out of my way for just sauce alone,
So you have the shrimp under 4.
I would probably put it under 4 myself personally.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I have a high standard for my shrimp.
Sure.
And it didn't hit for me as far as shrimp, but sauce was okay.
It was also a lot of work.
That too. It was a lot of work for the shrimp.
There's a lot of peeling. It was remove the head. It was remove the shell.
Yeah.
It was pull the tail off.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have good grip when you're dealing with a marinated, slippery thing. It was a lot. It was a lot for a little.
Yeah. So I dock it down for the fact that I have to work hard for it. Even though I had to work hard on that bone, but the bone gave me a lot of satisfaction at the end, and the shrimp, not so much. So, I mean, the shrimp might actually get my lowest, and that's sad to say because I love shrimp so much, but I'd give it maybe a 3 on the shrimp. I wouldn't order it again.
Yeah.
Unless I was at gunpoint. So
I didn't hate it as much as you did.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We don't have to agree. We do not have to be in agreement on anything. But I don't have it in the not good.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Just a lot of work. I did like the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce was the best part of it all.
Yeah. But it also, given how big the piece was when you cooked it, to then remove all the stuff and realize how little meat I actually got, felt like a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lack of smoke vents being I'm used to it being kind of right over the table.
Mm-hmm.
This did get very smoky at a few points, especially as your grill starts to really char up.
Yeah. I think they're trying to go on the fact that maybe there will be more space for the smoke to go. Because there's most restaurants that you go to don't have such a high ceiling. So maybe they're hoping that would account for some of it.
There was a lot of open space here.
A lot of it, but it didn't suck hard enough. So they needed those vents to really pull that stuff in there. You know? So I don't know. Maybe I
bet the vents will suck really hard at your Hotteok place.
Oh, so hard.
Yeah.
It'll be the hardest suck you've ever heard.
I don't know. I've heard some pretty
hard suck.
Pretty hard sucks. Right. And then I don't like talking bad about service. And they were good at coming by and changing out our grill for at least the first little while.
Right. In the beginning, they were very, very consistent about our grills. And then later they were we'll get to it if we need it. Yeah.
But they are napkin stingy.
Very much so. And I don't know if this was the same person that was following people to the bathroom, but let's just say the looks we got for asking for napkins, which is
we got verification needed.
Yeah.
It was a different waiter poked his head around the corner to double check that they don't have a napkin.
It's we had
got
2.
One.
Yeah.
Each.
It was 1 each. So we had 2 to start with, which it's not uncommon if you only have 2 napkins to maybe ask for another 1 or 2.
And then we were dealing with that shrimp, which was all hands.
All hands on deck for that one. And then what's funny is that we asked for them. A lot of time passed before the lady even came back to see that we still hadn't gotten them, and then told someone else to go get the napkins.
Yeah, which you didn't bring and it's
yeah. It's so the napkin service pretty low.
And I thought that the service in general was pretty slow.
It was
the weak point.
It was not the best. They did have moments of being pretty good, when they would keep asking, do you want more meat? And they're all right, we'll order some more meat. But we had to tell them we wanted water and Sprite. It's do you think we just want our cups to be empty? Is that what it's
Dang. Do you think we want our cups to be empty? You stupid asshole.
Well, that's part of your job in serving.
I know.
I mean, even if you're not on it, we were
I just love that phrasing.
Right? But like, we were both bone dry. Like, we had no beverage left at all. So it's just like, you're not even trying to check in on us.
Look, we got to wash this stuff down with something.
Right.
You know?
So maybe that's their game. They're like, if we don't give them water, they'll eat less meat.
Stop asking.
Yeah.
But no.
Mm-mm.
Only 2 things have a limit. So we're going to keep ordering.
We're going to keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for not good for me. I didn't have any foods all the way not good. My worst foods were literally in just there. Now, is there anything else you have?
No, that's my only, like, the only bad food was the shrimp. That's the only one where I'm just like, I was underwhelmed as far as that was concerned. I expected more, especially something called like the firecracker or something shrimp. Like, you know. Yeah. Like, I'm expecting like to get blown away and wowed by it, but should have known there was not a limit on it.
Makes sense. Your birthday is the 4th of July.
It's true. You
expect fireworks displays in your food.
I want some more. I want Kraken.
He likes the spectacle.
I do. I'm a spectacle man.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we're going to move on to the next segment and talk about everything that was mediocre, everything that was just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. This is for the stuff that is just there.
For me, a lot of the Banchan was just like, it's fine.
It's there.
I don't need it. The pickled onion, the spicy cucumber salad, and the kimchi all ended up there for me. 4.5 out of 10 on the pickled onion. Very tangy. The aftertaste changed a couple times. It was like a journey of like, oh, now I'm getting this, and oh, now this.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't love it because I don't love pickled or fermented stuff in general.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad.
I felt standard. You know? Yeah. It's just standard pickled things.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And it's like, it's not why you're there.
Not
unless you're one of the vegetarians at the table.
And then you're still getting charged as if you're eating the meat. So deal with it.
The spicy cucumber salad I wrote was refreshing, but it was just fine. It was kind of like the high end of what I'd call average. I gave it a 6, which kind of butts up against being good. But to make a point, I still put it in the just there.
Well, I understand.
Yeah, it's a cusp food.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, the pickled onions and the pickled cucumbers they were just there.
Yeah.
You know, they were fine. They did their job. But the other 3, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I really enjoyed. So, yeah, I can give those, some 5.8s, 5.7. You know, nothing below the bar or anything like that. They weren't as disappointing as the shrimp for me. But like, they did what they needed to do. You know, they got me ready to eat, if you will.
Yeah, I also wonder about bringing them out before everything because it's such a small quantity.
Right. You could have brought it with everything else. You know, like,
it feels like it goes with stuff, not like on its own.
Right. Because, if you go to other restaurants in, Koreatown, like there's like, again, 20 different things there. And it's just like, wow, this is the appetizer, huh? Like I got to sample all this stuff before I even get to my meats, where it's like, well, we've already eaten all of it.
Yeah.
They haven't even asked what meat we want yet.
Yeah. And then the kimchi just isn't my speed. This wasn't bad. I also gave it a 6 out of 10. Like, I like cabbage just fine. I think that the pickled element of it, it just isn't for me. It's just not.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's you. I love the pickled.
A lot of people love kimchi. Like, it's an obsession that I want to understand.
I mean, I'm not obsessed, but I enjoy it. Like it's good, but I wouldn't wouldn't kill for it.
What would you kill for? What food would you kill for?
Wow. I mean, we'll talk about it later, but the steaks from the restaurant that I'm going to talk about. Yeah. I might kill for one of those steaks. And like really good fall off the bone ribs. I might kill for and Hotteok. Now, Hotteok, my God, that stuff was really good. I love it. Yeah, like
but that's a scarcity killing. Yeah, that's because there's just not a lot.
There's not a lot of it. If I see someone on the street with one, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I have to kill you.
I'm glad we ate our first one at the same moment in time. Because if you had finished yours and mine was still untouched, you'd be like, I'm sorry.
I'd have been like, I think it fell on the floor, and then eat it.
Yeah. Or you would have killed me.
Right.
With a Waffle House knife.
That's true.
which would have taken a long time. Would have been a long killing.
Very, very long. You would have really felt it.
Yeah. What's something else you have in just there?
Just there. Let's see. What do we have in just
I'm only
there?
down to one other thing.
I think. What was the one that we had?
The premium Wagyu.
Yes. It was just there for me.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That premium Wagyu ended up in a mediocre score tier.
Mm-hmm.
Premium and Wagyu are two words
that should not be in just there.
It should be great.
Right. I mean, it was caramelized nicely, but the flavor was gone.
It was too thin for its own good, I thought.
Yeah. And other places I've gone to with Wagyu, it was usually thicker cuts of Wagyu. So you could get a little more of it.
This literally came out rolled up. Like the raw version of this was like little rolls. And so it's just like, oh, this feels like, what is it, prosciutto?
Right. Yeah. And it kind of felt more like what you would get with thin cut pork belly or something like that. That's what I thought it was at first. And I was like, oh, no, wait, that's right. We ordered this Wagyu. I was expecting a lot more out of it myself, but it wasn't so bad that I had to toss it down with the shrimp.
Right.
But it still wasn't.
It was well marbled, but because it was thin, the marbling just didn't add enough. I did dip it in the brisket sauce,
which I'm sure helped with it.
It improved it, but I gave it a 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5 for premium Wagyu.
Right. Yeah. If it's your first time there and you want to try everything, of course, try it.
Yeah.
If you're there and you have limited time and you need to get just the hits, you can leave that one behind.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
Forgettable.
I give it 5.7 maybe.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't go any higher than that. I would have thought it would have gotten a higher mark because we sandwiched it in between I think bulgogis, which are kind of
the beef and the pork one,
which are just kind of standard Korean dishes. They shouldn't be outshining your premium.
The literally not premium thin cut of beef is outshining the premium thin cut of beef.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, that should not happen.
Crazy. Well, that's everything. We need to put all of it together into a score. But before we do that, this is your first time on the Fine Dining Podcast.
Yes.
Your score zone is not calibrated in the same way that mine is. I've been to over 100 restaurants. My 0, my 10 are defined. I need the same from you. So we're going to jump into this week's calibration station.
Calibration station. Comparing this meal to the best to the worst. Calibration station.
Jon, I need to know your worst restaurant dining experience and your best restaurant dining experience. Something you'd call a 0, something you'd call a 10. You can start with whichever one you like.
Yeah, Shoney's is about the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I love that Shoney's is the worst thing you've ever experienced. Not even just a restaurant.
It is the worst thing I have ever experienced.
I've been kicked in the balls before, and I'd take that over Shoney's.
I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm not exactly sure what I'm putting into my body for Shoney's is better than a kick in the balls. I'm going to tell you that for my health. But yeah, Shoney's, I can't tell you. I mean, I think the last time I went there, I was a child, and it wasn't even my parents would take me there. It would be somebody else's parents would
your parents knew better.
Yeah, they would abduct me, take me there. And I'm like, I thought y'all were adults, that were supposed to protect me.
And this is what you think is food?
Right? It's just so bad. And then, the bar, the salad bar, and even the breakfast bar, because unfortunately, I'd been there for both. And neither one is good. The best thing is, the cubed ham, and, that's slimy. That's the best thing. That's, the only thing I could eat was the slimy cubed ham.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
All right, and then your best.
A steakhouse called Del Rey's. It's located City of Commerce, I believe. So it's almost as if you're going to Whittier from here.
Yeah.
They have this peppered steak that I might kill for. It is so good.
Is it a ribeye cut in New York?
Yeah, it's a ribeye cut.
Yeah.
It's a little fat ribby. And it is cooked so well. The flavors of the pepper that they use on it, just spectacular. They also have bananas flambe.
Ooh.
I was like, God, this is great. And they have a cherries jubilee. I mean, like their desserts are just like I'm like, like the desserts are even
You're
amazing.
doing the Undertaker thing. Your eyes rolling back in your head.
I was thinking about the food. But yeah, like they and their sides are good. I mean, like just everything they serve you is good. The service is good. They're always on your ass. They force you to have or adhere to a dress code, which I'm like, I'm fine with it if I'm getting amazing
if the meal's
food.
worth it.
Right. Yeah, like I dress up for weddings and they usually have good food. So what's the difference here? You know? So like if the food is great, I'll put on a nice pair of pants.
What's the like price point?
It's usually about $120 a plate.
That's not bad for that level from what you're describing.
Yeah. It's about $120 a plate. So it's a little pricey, but not like outrageous.
All right.
Yeah. It's working class expensive, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somewhere between a steak you would kill for and getting abducted by friends' parents and being forced to eat Shoney's lies today's meal at GEN Korean BBQ House. So it is time to put it to the Chili's test.
It's time to set the scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
So as far as my overall grade of the restaurant, I'm taking into account the service, of course, the ambiance, which, let me tell you, any restaurant just playing the hits of Michael Jackson, you're going to get a lot of praise from me. And
I don't know. I wanted K-pop.
Hey, well, I get it. And you know what? If I brought my little sister there, she probably would have been okay with the Michael Jackson, but she would have preferred the K-pop.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got that MJ love, much like myself, but she would have probably been like, I want to hear BTS, and I think there's a guy named Baekhyun that she loves. I always call him Bacon to just piss her off, but anyway, but I know it's not exactly how you pronounce it. But the food, I thought, besides the shrimp, was really good. But a lot of times at Korean barbecue, the seafood is usually not some of the better stuff. Like I've had some good squid at places before, and I had an octopus one time that I was just like, that's good octopus.
Eating octopus scares me. Just the notion of it. It's too intelligent of a thing for me to want to eat.
Trust me, the first time I had it, I was scared too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good. But then I tried it again, and it was at a place where my father liked it. And my father has like very, very specific taste buds. And I was like, you like it? All right, I'll try it. And I was like, okay, this is good. So I was like, all right, it got me on this one. So I can't completely poo-poo octopus just yet. It's 1-1. So we've had a 50-50 on that. But yeah, seafood is usually a harder thing at a Korean barbecue spot. But I still got to knock it because if you put it on the menu, it better be better than that. So I would say service was bad. The smoke was rough, but I've been in worse.
I can imagine.
I've been in worse Korean barbecue places than that, where I'm just like, my eyes are burning.
Yeah, my eyes are burning right now.
Right. But I'm just saying, like we still, I can see white in your eye. Like I was talking about, like I left places where like we were all like
the
red
whites of your eyes are now gray.
Right? It's just like we're like, oh, I don't want to open my eyes.
Yeah.
But it was not that bad, but it was still pretty rough. But the food was good. Parts of the service was good. Like not all of it was bad, but like when I have to tell you I need a beverage, but they were pretty good about trying to keep getting us meat. Oh, and it was also clean. I forgot to mention that. Like, sometimes you have to, like sometimes restaurants are not so clean. Yeah. And this one was clean. I kind of do think it was weird that we were sat in a place that was the only place that didn't have booths on both sides. Like I had a chair.
Yeah. We were sat at a booth, but just you didn't have a booth back. It was just a pull-out chair.
Just one chair.
It seemed like a comfortable chair, like a padded chair.
It was a padded chair. It would have been terrible if it was like a fold-out, because then I'd drop them even
like
further.
A steel chair.
Like, what is this crap? Yeah. But it was a comfortable chair, so I can't really complain about it.
But
it was
a weird aesthetic, though.
Right, because it was just like, where's my part of the booth? But I assumed it had to be like a fire safety situation where like they couldn't finish the booth for some like petty reason.
You're giving it so much credit.
Well, but why else would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, there was supposed to be a full booth there, but some fire marshal was like, can't do it. And they're like, well, we want to open the restaurant.
Well, here's a chair.
Right, exactly. Because no designer of any kind would be like,
That's
chair.
Complete.
Right?
This is my complete work.
But there's just a chair here. Trust me,
Don't
people will love
question
it. They will love it.
Yeah.
But, it was clean, other than the fact that the service could have been a little better. It was a great experience as far as what, we experienced ourselves. Like, I've read some stuff here that might not be so good. I've read about, credit card issues and
getting woken up at 11:45 p.m.
and being stalked at a bathroom. But none of that happened to me. Luckily, I didn't need to use the restroom.
No red sauce on your shoe.
Not that I know of.
Not that you know.
But I still think that guy came in with the stain. But I'm going to give it overall an 8.23. 8.23.
I am so close to being right there with you. I think mine's just a little bit less. And honestly, you can probably just attribute that to having almost all those same opinions, other than like, I'm just underwhelmed by the Banchan in general.
Okay.
And not loving fermented stuff. So, yeah. And like the service thing, I guess really by the end was starting to bother me. The napkin thing. Really,
I mean, that was comical at that point. With the fact that they looked over and like, really, napkins?
And then when they brought more, it was also just like here's 3,
right?
Which generous, I guess,
right. But they acted like they were handing over like high tier cloth napkins or something. It's like, I'm still gonna throw this. It's not like a napkin you're keeping.
Yeah, like they keep them in the Pulp Fiction briefcase, right. Like it glows gold when they're like, these are our precious napkins. Right. No, they're just they're nicer.
They have the logo on them,
and they have the logo, but like, just let us have clean hands. Yeah, And then there were a few things here that were really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, all the things considered. I'm at an 8.17.
Okay.
So very, very close. When you put your score together with my score, GEN Korean BBQ House goes up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at an 8.20.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh, which is actually very close to Gyukaku, which is like the Japanese equivalent of this restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, but it lost to the Rainforest Cafe.
It did. And Casa Bonita.
I know. Well, the new version. It wouldn't have lost to the old one. I just take my word for it.
I believe you. I saw the documentary.
Let me just say, maybe at best, grade D meat. At best.
Woof.
They gave you, I don't know, did they still have cafeteria trays that they serve the food on?
I don't know, because I got like the little bonus thing with the cliffside seating, which comes with like, they actually give you full table service.
Okay, see, that I don't think that was an option for us.
Yeah.
So you had to go with like cafeteria style trays, the different color ones.
And they give it to you through a hole in the wall.
Yeah, so you have your yellow, your
there's
peach,
like
whatever.
You like knock a code to get like
you come up and you hand them your receipt, and then they just toss you slop that's just like ready to go, and you're like,
yeah,
I paid $20 for this. That's great, and because like it wasn't cheap.
Yeah,
like I paid, if I paid like $5.99 for that garbage, I'd been like, well, it's for the atmosphere, blah blah. I paid like $25 for like awful food.
Right.
And I'm like, so I'm here for the diving.
I love that you're so hung up on Casa Bonita.
It was so bad. I mean, again, it's much better now, I'm sure. But like, I have to go back and recalibrate my experience. Because now, one thing I did think was crazy was that there was quite an ass on it. Because like when you look at it from the front, you're like, but there can't be anything in here, Oh,
yeah.
And then when you go inside, you're like, my goodness, there is so much going on in here.
This is endless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, GEN Korean BBQ at an 8.20.
All right.
Is officially better than Chili's.
Better than the Chili's. Objectively good.
Awesome. Well, I have to go somewhere next week, so I'm going to reach into...
No, not that one.
No, not that one.
Yeah, here. Go with that one.
I'm going to reach into the You Must Bowl, pick out another restaurant. Next week on the Fine Dining Podcast, I will be going to...
Muya Burgers.
Jon, thank you so much for joining me. This was such a delight.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me. I mean, again, you know I love Korean barbecue, and if you need me back on here to review anything, I will. I kind of hope next time it's something rough, something I can just shit on.
If you mean that, I will make that happen. I will genuinely make that happen.
I want to get to a place where I'm like, whoa, where were we for the last hour?
I mean, those experiences exist.
They exist. I mean,
my most recent one was Long John Silver's. That was drove to Bakersfield for just some of the worst food I've ever had.
Yeah, I'm surprised they still exist, but
they should not. Also, Round Table Pizza is straight trash.
Gosh, wow.
Anyways, Jon, tell people where they can find you on social media.
Well, you can find me at Jon, Jon024 Durnell. That'll be on Instagram as well as Twitter. Also, you can find me just, at anything UCB probably. You just check out UCB. I'm on there.
Amazing. You can follow this show on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast. Join the Discord. Come yell at me for my opinions. I welcome that. Mm-hmm. And go to Patreon if you want more of the show. I've got an extra episode every single month. That is another one in the books. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next week.
Have a fine day.
Great.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks. And while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's unlocked. And that's good chilies to the letter to the T. It's the perfect cornerstone, mediocrity. So now we got a brand new kind of test. That's the words we gotta know, 'cause we should have yet. Triple dipper got the ribs, a main course, perfect little in the middle. It's good, now it's got to be the lock for what we use when we put things up on the charge scale. Mediocrity. So there's another one in the books, yeah, there's another one in the books, and we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.